Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jeff, and I'm doing my day trading recap for Thursday, October 10th. So I traded BBBY at the open, Bed Bath& and Beyond. I really like this one. This was on my main watch. The price action in pre-market was really nice. Also, it was up 20%, and according to Finviz, this thing has, let me see here. According to Finviz, the short float on this is 55%. So half of the shares are short. And, at the open, you're probably going to want to cover this, especially if the stock is up 20%. So I knew that at the open, this was going to be a really good short squeeze candidate. Let me show you what I saw here. So in pre-market, this thing had really good pre-market action. So, from in my time, from 5:45 in the West Coast time, you can just see that this thing was just beautifully trending up. You can see on the 5, same thing, just trending up. Volume was also pretty good during pre-market. So at the open, you know, I was being patient, but I wish I had gotten in a little bit earlier. But as you can see, it produced these two hammers, and the price action was really bullish. It would come down and it would immediately get absorbed. This came back down and it was getting absorbed immediately. And then all of a sudden, this thing just squeezed up and then pulled back. As you can see, look at that volume bar. Then you can also see the preceding volume bars after that squeeze. So it squeezed up, pop rejected pre-market highs, but I knew that this thing can get over it. It pulled back. I hesitated here a little bit, and once it popped up, I immediately took it long in anticipation of the break of pre-market highs right here at 1233. As you can see, this thing, was popping up. It was getting a little wicky, so I wanted to take a partial up here because it was getting fairly wicky. This was I had one of my hotkeys wasn't working properly, and instead of taking a partial here, it actually added 500 shares to my position. I already had a decent size in this because I knew it was going to be a scalp play, a scalp momentum play, and I instantly froze. I was, oh shit, fuck. But I was able to figure it out. My hot the buttons on my montage wasn't working. I don't know what the hell was going on, but I was able to figure it out. I went to my other screen and pulled it up, and I was able to get some partials up here. But man, this kind of messed with me a little bit, but luckily it worked out. So I was taking partials, and then up here produced a shooting star. I can see on the level 2 that it was having a hard time breaking the 12. It was like 55 area. Also, the ass was just they at one point it wasn't hitting the ass. It was just hitting the bids and the in betweens, and it felt like this thing was gonna get ready to pull back pretty hard. So I just got all out. I just wanted to play it safe. It's mainly because of that adding that large position there that kind of messed with me. Um, as you can see, it did pull back, and as it pulled back, I was watching volume, and as you can see, the volume is really, really light. And you want to look at this in comparison to the previous volume bars. You can see how bullish that is, right? Supporting this movement up. This pullback is extremely light. So that's just a natural reaction, a nice little pullback. Once it broke the 1 minute high on this candle here, made a new 1 minute high, I immediately took it long and did the same thing. I just pretty much scalped this on the way up, as you can see. And I mean, this thing was fairly bullish, and that's why I was confident in this pullback. I mean, you can see all the time frames; it's above all the moving averages. And right here on this 5 minute candle was also coinciding, getting ready to create a 15-minute orb. A good entry would have been right there at that VWAP. That would have been a beautiful entry right here, right here. I know it's weird that they're not in sync, but once that pulled back, right here would have probably been a decent entry, which was the VWAP on the 5 minute. But I took it long, and once it started moving in my direction, I just partialed pretty much on the way up. And this one, I shouldn't have taken this out. Should have waited till it got to my break-even point here. But I know that by this accidental add there with my hotkey, it kind of messed with me a little bit. So I wanted to just play it safe. But man, oh man, I missed the such a bigger move here, as you can see on the 1 minute or the 15 minute. I could have gotten 20 more cents on that trade, but such is life and trading. So other than that, If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to leave it at the bottom, and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can. Other than, I hope everyone had a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.